George Hopp. And now let's bring in the producer for Certified, Ms. Kimberly Browning. Bring her in. Oh, thank you. You protected my hat. I was just saying that being a bald person, my eyebrows can only stop sweat so much, so I have to have my hat. That's the second line of defense that hat. Keep that in mind. All right. Now, anybody have any questions about the film Certified? Please.
It's a great little film, very reminiscent of EC Comics and
Yes,
Creep Show and things like that.
Exactly.
I just got to find out, where did you find that great casting of the young girl there? She's excellent.
Yeah, isn't she wonderful?
Yes.
Yeah, her name's Rebecca Spitzer, and we think she's going to be a big star. I own a small casting agency in LA as well that works with our Emerging Filmmakers program. So we have been able to get great managers and agents in LA to send great actors out that maybe they wouldn't for short films.
How long did it take for you to find her? Because she was really good.
She's great. Actually, we had somebody else in mind. The original character was designed to be more of a Becca-type character from Californication. So we were looking for more kind of a Dark Winona Ryder, Christina Ricci type. And so when she came in and just that angelic ingenue, it actually kind of raised the stakes a little bit, and the turn ended up being more.
What is it, Patty McCormick look about her?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, you keep getting that reference, and the thing is, the director's so young, he has no idea who that is.
It's like Patty McCormick. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
so
Evil Seed, come on, Demon Seed.
he's like, Evil Seed, what? So that's great, because it really taps into what we were trying to do, is that there is the sense of innocence that really raised a lot of the opportunity for the love of horror and comics and zombies. And we're just trying to have a tasty festival candy bit of that.
I love the mailman, too. He's pretty funny.
He's great.
You found a great screamer in him.
Yeah, he's great, and that was a huge part of the audition. So at some point on the DVD, I'm sure we'll have the outtakes of all the auditions from everybody. There's nothing like a grown man screaming from zombies in a small casting room.
Because as soon as I saw him, I was like, he's going to scream at me.
Yeah.
Because he's got a good tenor, and it was like,
Exactly.
when he did it and ran out there.
He did a great job, so really. And he got like the first take. I think we had maybe 3 takes of it for camera, but I mean, his performance was spot on every single time. He's a real pro, and you'll see him a lot he's on TV, works on commercials a lot. He's a good character actor in LA. So a good script gets you good actors, so we're really fortunate.
Any other questions?
Yes.
I had 2 questions. One was the little girl, the one from the Kraft mac and cheese commercial.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Those eyes.
Yeah. And you'll see her in she was in the Valentine's Day Hallmark campaign, the young love story that was in the Hallmark campaign, and yes, she works a lot. So, and she's on a Nickelodeon show, and she'll also be on there's a new show, Laura Dern or somebody coming out on HBO. And she's in that as well. So
I'm impressed that you recognize her from
yeah,
Kraft
it's pretty
Macaroni
amazing.
and
She's
Cheese.
in it for 2
Check
seconds.
those eyes. It's like, whoa.
I just pay attention to the food. I never pay attention to that.
She's going to be, she's really, really talented, great sense of comedy. And then after we wrapped, she actually started taking comedy classes at Thomas's. He teaches comedy for kids. And so her sense of comedy has really blossomed a lot. So
We're saying that she's thinking of the acting comedy or the stand-up comedy as a young comedian.
Acting comedy, yeah, definitely.
I'm curious. I have seen kid comedians.
Sure.
I haven't seen
Sure.
them in a while, so
Yeah.
that would have been cool.
Yeah, I have a feature that just came out called Archie's Final Project. That's in limited cities. It's doing a small platform run. And when we shot, the kid was 17, and he was actually a professional stand-up comic. Awesome. And that led to the performance. Yeah, so it works. They're made great actors.
I'd like to start the grassroots campaign here. Wednesday Addams. She would make a great Wednesday Addams.
Are you thinking about producing another Addams Family film?
Also,
Like Any Me needs another attempt at an Addams Family.
Well, the musical is going to turn into a movie soon, I'm sure.
But the film had a great, classic, timeless look.
Thank you.
It was. I was curious. You threw in the Battle of the Bulge right at the end.
Yeah.
So this was supposed to be in the 50s.
58.
Yeah. Okay.
58. It was originally written that it was an oil derrick that had blown up in South Texas. And the filmmaker campaigned for several months to get me to take everybody to Texas. However, he was unsuccessful. So we were lucky the old Universal Movie Ranch was donated, and so we were able to make it sell for West Virginia, and so that became the story of the coal miners. And I think a coal mining situation had recently happened in the news when we were developing the story, and so it was just like, okay, we can honor that story and shoot it 10 minutes away from my house.
One of the things that one of the things that I asked you earlier was, when you do an 8-minute short, how long does it actually take? Can you give them an idea actually how long it took?
It took us about 6 months to get the script in shape. He had pitched 4 other scripts prior to that, so over the course of maybe a year total. And then once we landed on this story fitting within the parameters, once I approved the script, then he worked on it another 2 months. We cast pretty quickly, but it took us about 8 months to find the right location. And then we shot in 1 day, shot 1 location, and then it took about a month to edit, finish, and then about 2 months into our first festival, we premiered it at Cannes this year as part of the American Pavilion Showcase. We're finalists in the American Pavilion Showcase. So, yeah. We did everything in Final Cut. This was started, we partnered with Canon. This was a 5D test. So we were able to get kind of fast-tracked and a lot of freebies in post because the filmmaker, it's his first time, but he's an editor. He's been an editor in our program for a long time, and he works at a big post house in LA. So I was able to go in and they use this as a DSLR workflow test for their system, and their colorist needed to learn how to color on DSLR. So I was like, well, you can use our footage as your test. And so we were very blessed. So we got fast tracked, so it took about a month in all to get it done, but it would have taken months of nights and weekends and people's donation and time to get it done. It looks really big. It looks really beautiful. They did a great job posting it for us. We're really lucky.
Music.
Yeah, music is a friend of mine. His name's Jeff McDonough, and you hear his music a lot on every MTV show ever made. So he does a lot of the bumpers and cues and incidental music for a lot of the VH1 reality shows and scripted shows. And so he's transitioning into features. He's a huge TV guy that can't get a feature job. So he's offered himself for $500. Yeah, pretty amazing.
All right, now forgive me, I believe we have to wrap this up. But thank you so much for coming all the way.
Thank you so much for including the film. It's really cool to come home and play. It's the first time in 20 years
Thank you.
Thank you again for coming on up. And now, and thanks for the questions. Thank you very much. And the unsung hero, brother, right there, for coming all the way out here. All right, now, our next is, of course, our feature. And our feature is A Thing from Another World. And we want to go look at it. So have at it. And thank you again.